guys ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll start the return inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Now here's more. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Gets it out to the 20 after he picked up a 4.
The toss does a really good job of getting the football on the edge quickly. You know, you toss it out there with the running back. You better block the defensive end. That's priority number 1. Good job blocking the defensive end, getting a nice positive game in the toss point.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. Boots his first of the day away. He was called on 4 times in the victory last week. He's got great speed. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that open.
Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Running inside. It's Griffin. He's got the first down. Got some room to run. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They were all over it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the...
Flying down the right side. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Oregon.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. There he goes. Inside the 50. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. He got a step and just dusted the field. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands.
Number 96 sets a kickoff.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Out of the gun, the running back has it. At the 35, he's got room. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Moving out to the right. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. The run inside. It's Griffin.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Dante Moore. Right side, it's Johnson. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Moore to the air. Extending the play. Fires on the move. Makes a catch. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Tries to get it himself. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. Now on 2nd and goal. Entertaining 1st quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Quarterback keep. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The Ducks in the hurry up. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their 1st. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. To the end zone, and is picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Gets it out to the 22-yard line, and that'll be enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. quick give. It's Rodgers. Got enough for the first down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. And the Buckeyes are facing 3rd and inches. Here's Julian saying to throw. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. And he was weaving his way and finally brought down around the 23-yard line. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw...
Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Saying, oh, pressure's coming. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Moore will throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. On the ground with the counter. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
The counter play is a great play to mix in because defensively, you're not looking for the counter. You're looking to attack, attack, attack. All of a sudden, 2 guys pull across the formation. Now you got to change your direction really quickly, and it keeps you off balance and really keeps you on your heels.
On the gun, on 3rd down, Dante Moore. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down.
Really nice job by the defense that time. Down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Still looking. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Ohio State calls its 2nd timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Saying. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how to set them off and then bring it up and bring the excitement with the big plays and make it look easy time and time again. And that's why this offense is so impressive.
The Buckeyes peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. From the gun, it's Jackson. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Ncaa. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Jackson. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Finds a man in the middle. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a 1st down in the red zone at the 11.
And that's this guy's 3rd catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing, and as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. The give to the lone running back. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Ncaa. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Ncaa to throw for it on 4th. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. The give. Oh, he's got some space. He's got enough. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. Touchdown, Ducks. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We start with Tulsa taking on the Tulane Green Wave. And it's the Golden Hurricane, engaging in some real trench warfare today. Inches are hard to come by, let alone first downs. A tight tactical game where just about anything could happen.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
Let's check in now on some of the other action today, as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Buckeyes send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Looks it in. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Here's more to throw. Rush is on. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2. And man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate. And you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Hard running there. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Ducks want to move quickly.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Move to his right. Fires downfield. Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much. Long way to go on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He's past the sticks. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. And the Ducks are marching down the field. They'll go play action with Moore. Look out. Takes a hit as he fires. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And here's what I like about that, man. That feels like an instinctive play. Like, this guy almost knew it was coming. Most of the time in a bootleg, they want to show you the run first, but he wasn't buying it, went right to the quarterback, saw it, and made the big sack.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Bear. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Left side, it's Johnson. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Moore escapes the pressure going right. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. There's no question this team is reeling down 28-7, and they have to find a... And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Right side, it's Smith. Jumped on top of the pile.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Fires quickly. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Fourth down, say it. At midfield, he's got room. Turning it on. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Touchdown, Buckeye! Middle of the end zone, he's got it! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game to get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he'll be stopped. The return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Hands it off on the counter. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Throwing more. Flip it out to the back on the screen. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. More play action. Flush to the left. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Moore to the air. Still looking to his right. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Dante Moore. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. At the 40, there he goes. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Moore with the play fake. Shoots it to the left. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
I tell you got to have great timing on these out routes, and the QB and receiver had that. Quarterback put it right out in front of him. Receivers just got to be able to make the play.
Hits inside. It's Griffin. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what...
Snags it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Motion from the wideout. Out wide right, it's Moore. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy. He got it in there, touchdown. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
2nd and long here. Throwing, say it. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Looking for a huge play. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Again, it's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. Had to force that one.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Throws to the wideout. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and he gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Rush right in his face. Fires immediately. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. 4th down and less than a yard, and of course the offense is going to stay on the field. Fourth down, more. Finds him out of the backfield. Breaks into the open. That'll be a 1st down, and the last one they'll need as they're going to get the victory in this one.
I love the play call in this situation. You need 1 1st down to ice the game, so you're just throwing to the sticks, trusting your quarterback to make the right read. In rhythm, they get it done. They're going to walk out of here with the win.
And the trick play, and it won't work. The defense all over him before he can even turn the ball loose. They're lucky to hang on to the football. Ohio State calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Here's Moore to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They get him stopped, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were in the last 4th down.
A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Paul.